doing here?
We'll do about a an hour. We'll play until we get tired or they get tired.
I'm with you.
Generally speaking, during this set, generally speaking, unless I look at you and just say I'll take the tenor, you take tenor, and I'll sing lead lines. This afternoon, probably gonna be reversed because with Ray's here, usually he sings the lead and I go tenor.
Okay.
You find someplace.
I'm gonna put a baritone line in. Yeah, that'd be fun. I always enjoy this. I think we're ready to go, Ronald.
Test 1, 2, check.
Doo-dah, doo-dah, da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all just go ahead and eat, and I'll just make some noise up here. I'm not actually on the clock yet, so I'm going to tell you this story right quick. I was just talking to a man. He brought up his uncle. Those of us who are older and got most all of our uncles done come and gone, it reminded me of my Uncle Gay Stewart, who lived in Mooresville. Matter of fact, he was a Second World War vet. He said he joined the Navy in 1942. They put him on my Uncle Gay was born in Hanging Dog, North Carolina. I don't know if you know where Hanging Dog is, but it tells you kindly what his temperament was. Anyway, Uncle Gay was about 125 pounds. He stood about 5'6", tough as wire. I mean, tough as wire. They sent him out in the Pacific. He was on a destroyer. No, not a destroyer, a cruiser. Said that boat, one from England and one from Australia, tried to take on the Japanese Navy and were not real successful with it. They took 2 torpedoes in the side and started laying the boat over the list to the starboard. And the captain said, it's bad enough everybody abandoned ship, so 500 guys jumped in the water. He kept a skeleton crew on board to scuttle the boat. He got to looking around. They were setting charges to sink the boat. Got to looking around and said, well, it ain't that bad. I mean, I think we can save it. So Uncle Gay was in the water with 500 other guys, and here goes the ship back to Pearl Harbor to catch caught up. But anyway, enough of that. I just thought if I didn't tell you that, you'd never hear it. And it might be better if you didn't ever hear it. Okay, I am officially on the clock. We're going to know each other for about an hour now. And again, tonight from 5:30 to 6:30, if you don't get enough, come back. We'll add one more, and that guy probably knows actually what he's doing. It'll be better tonight. I'm going to practice this afternoon anyway. I want to thank you for coming out. I want to thank you for inviting me back. I look forward to this. I don't get to do this an awful lot, and I think the president's trying to call me, but that's okay. That's all right. Let's see. I need to introduce the band. Wait just a minute. Uh-oh. Just a minute. Malroy, I'm on this stage. Have you got my guitar ready? Talk to you this afternoon. Thank you. Bye.
Mallory Penland.
Yeah, I've got a guitar I sent to be fixed.
Yeah, he's a good one.
He's the only one. He's the only one.
The organ out here.
All right, then, back to what we were doing. I want to thank you for having me out here again. I want to thank you for supporting this church. I want to thank you for eating barbecue. I need to introduce the band. This is Steve Harrill. Y'all know him better than I know him. He's the music director here, or he told me he was. I don't know whether he actually is or not. He told me that's what he did. I was going to hold up who I am to see how this kindly goes. I was hired to be the background noise for you eating. I hope nobody throws up.
I don't think there's much chance of that.
But anyway, a couple of housekeeping things. I'd like to go ahead and apologize to everybody here. because I'm probably going to offend everybody here before the show is over. I don't mean to offend you, but I probably will. I'm an old guy and I think the way that I think. I got every right to think the way that I think. You do too. And I'd encourage that because that's the only way we're going to get anywhere. Practice? No, we didn't practice. We actually peaked out a couple years ago and found that practice didn't make any difference. If you want to sing along with anything that we do, if you recognize it, you go right ahead. I am a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. There is no sadness, toil or danger, that fair land to which I go. I'm going there to see my father and all my friends who have gone on. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. My road is long and dangerous. I know my road is dark and steep, but beautiful fields rise up to greet me, where God awaits and vigils keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I'm just going over home. Good. Thank you, thank you. I played up in Dayton, Ohio last weekend, and it was in a place where the night before I played over in Indiana, and it was out in the middle of cornfields. And nobody ever goes out there. And there were about 30 people that showed up at this guy's house. And they were all so appreciative. And that's my kind of place because they don't know what's really good. Really good people don't ever go out there. But anyway. Let's see. This is the last one I'm going to do before Merle Fest comes up. Merle Fest will come up the end of this month. And if you hadn't been, you need to go. They have something in their contract, if you sign a contract to appear there, that you won't appear anywhere within 200 miles for 30 days before or after. So don't say anything about this to anybody.
Yeah, we're really not here.
It's okay. They're very accommodating. If you hadn't been, you need to go. We got a new gospel album coming out at Merle Fest. It will also be available online, I think, for that 4 days. We're trying to get them on board with that. Dolph would know more about that than I know. Anyway, I was a judge for the gospel singer-songwriter this year. The thing that I'll take away from that is there's some really good gospel tunes that ain't going to win. There's one winner, And the top four in my book, the top four, there wasn't a nickel's worth of difference. Man, they were good. This is the one I'm going to do right now is one that I wrote for Merle Fest probably 25 years ago. And I knew it wasn't going to win, and it surely didn't. I knew it wasn't going to win because it's got so much plagiarism in it. But anyway, let's see how this goes. When I was just a little boy, I'd sit on my daddy's knee and sing the songs that he liked best. I learned them in harmony. There must have been a billion tunes I learned to sing with him. Songs like At the Cross and Revive Us Again. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Well, it's good enough for me. It'd say, son, sing it loud. There's people in the world who never knew to praise the Lord or ever heard his word. Rock of ages, abide with me. Take me just as I am. Trust and obey, love lifted me, and standing on higher ground. In the sweet by and by, we will meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we will meet on that beautiful shore. My daddy's gone on to his reward. He's singing at heaven's throne. But I'll sing them all with my kids and try to pass them on. Will there be any stars in my crown when at evening the sun goeth down? When I wake with the blessed in that mansion of rest, will there be any stars in my crown? Nothing but the blood, the old rugged cross on the hill far away, whispering hope, more love to thee in that unclouded day. Kneeling at the cross mansion on the hill on Jordan banks I stand. Love lifted me, what a friend we have near in Canaan land. When the roll is called up yonder. When the roll is called up yonder. When the roll is called up yonder. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. Like I say, I could see why it didn't win. I wasn't real happy with it, but anyway.
I like it.
That's pretty good for the first time. One of my singer-songwriter heroes, Mac Wiseman, liked this song so well. I learned this one almost from him. I think one time Seth had a really hard time in life, and he needed to go off with his daddy. And we went to a little church over in Davidson County, Yadkin. Yadkin Methodist Church was down on the Yadkin River. When I was a little boy, that was the most serene church that I'd ever been to. And it worked for Seth too. It is so quiet out there. I think it's easier to find God in a small church than it is to find him in a large church. And I don't know where you draw the line of delineation, but for me, there's a little white church. The name of this song, A Little White Church. There's a little white church in the valley that stands in my memory every day. And there I can hear the bells ringing, though I am many miles away. And many times there on Sunday morning, the whole neighborhood would gather there. They would all kneel down by the altar as they lifted up their voices in prayer. Oh, that little white church, oh, that little white church is a place that I love so well. Now I'm sad and I'm lonely, yes, I'm sad and I'm lonely for that little white church in the dale. they would sing the old song, Rock of Ages. Oh Christ, let me hide myself in thee. And I know some of them are now waiting just o'er the dark and stormy sea. I know their troubles now are ended, and happy forever they will be. And I know some of them are now waiting for the coming home of you and me. Oh, that little white church, oh, that little white church is a place that I love so well. Now I'm sad and I'm lonely, yes, I'm sad and I'm lonely for that little white church in the dale. Now I'm sad and I'm lonely, yes, I'm sad and I'm lonely for that little white church in the dale.
That's one of my favorites too. I always like that.
Last night I was going over these and I said, God, that's my favorite song right there. And it happened every time I turned the page. Anyway, there was I lived out in Cheyenne, Wyoming before I moved to Concord. Hey, Dane, I lived out in Cheyenne and I got interested in the outlaws out there. And there was an outlaw out there by the name of Tom Horn. There was a movie, I don't remember who the guy was, Redford maybe, I don't know. No, who was that guy who was in The Great Escape?
Steve McQueen?
Steve McQueen, yeah, he was in this one. Anyway, Tom Horn was a gunslinger, and sometimes he was a marshal, and sometimes he was an outlaw. They accused him of shooting a 14-year-old boy in the back, which he probably did. He hit him from 300 yards away with old Winchester 94, and that in anybody's book is a good shot. They arrested him, and he had made some enemies on both sides of the fence. They arrested him and sentenced him to hang. This was in 1904 or 1905, and it was out in Cheyenne. When they were leading him up to the gallows, which they used on him, about 5 minutes after he said what I'm going to tell you he said, there were three of his friends standing at the bottom of the scaffold. As he started up the steps, they said, Tom, we sure do hate this. You're going to be dead in a few minutes. He said, it don't matter. He said, you know that new gospel song, Life is Like a Mountain Railroad? They said, yeah, we know it. He said, could you sing that while I'm hanging? He said, yeah. So they sang this song while he was hanging. Life is like a mountain railroad with an engineer that's brave. We must make the run successful from the county to the grave. Watch the curves, the fields and tunnels. Never falter, never fail. Keep your hand upon the throttle and your eye upon the rail. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore where the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore. You will roll up grades trial, you will cross the bridge of strife. See that Christ is your conductor on this lightning train of life, always mindful of obstructions. Do your duty, never fail. Keep your hand upon the throttle and your eye upon the rail. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore where the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore. Let me do it one more time. In thy praise forevermore. Nobody does that one anymore. You know that. You know that.
You notice every time they take our picture, then they turn around and take a picture of the dessert.
That's right. That's right. Well, you got to get your priorities right. Where are you going, Bob? Sit down. You're too old to work. I knew you'd agree with that. What's happened since the last time I was here? Just gotten older mostly. And this is the first time I've gotten older. And I don't know really what I need to fix and what I need to just live with. There's a lot of things I guess that need to be fixed, but I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to do that. Let's see. I just threw this one in because I like it.
I like it too.
I wandered again to my home in the mountains, where in youth's early dawn I was happy and free. I'll look for my friends, but I never could find them. I found they were all rank strangers to me. Everybody I met seemed to be a rank stranger. No mother or dad. Not a friend could I see. They knew not my name, and I knew not their faces. I found they were all rank strangers to me. They've all moved away, said the voice of a stranger, to a beautiful home by the bright crystal sea. Some beautiful day I'll meet 'em in heaven, where no one will be a rank stranger to me. Everybody I met seemed to be a rank stranger. No mother or dad. Not a friend did I see. They knew not my name. And I knew not their faces. I found they were all rank strangers to me. I found they were all Well, thank y'all for letting me get that one in. There wasn't any real reason into me. I like that song. I like that song.
like it too.
I like the way Ralph Stanley did it too. But anyway, we're just having, look at them. They seem to be having such a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's getting ready to end, by the way. Y'all gonna realize. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of glory land, in the shade of the tree of life that heaven may ever stand, where I can hear the angels sing and shake my dear Lord's hand. Lord, build me just a cabin in the corner of glory land. Many years I've been searching for a place to call home, standing in the shade of death with tears of my own. I don't want a fine mansion on earth sinking sand. Lord, build me just a cabin in the corner of glory land. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of glory land, in the shade of the tree of life that heaven may ever stand, where I can hear the angels sing and shake my dear Lord's hand. Lord, build me just a cabin in the corner of glory land. Yeah. Blessed Lord, I'm not asking to stand in the midst, for I know I'm not worthy of such splendor as this. All I'm asking is for mercy as humbly I stand. Lord, build me just a cabin in the corner of glory land. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of glory land, in the shade of the tree of life that heaven may ever stand, where I can hear the angels sing and shake my dear Lord's hand. Lord, build me just a cabin in the corner of glory land. Lord, build me just a cabin in the corner of glory land. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Last week, a gal came to the house and did an interview for the local paper mainly about this and about the new gospel we got coming up. And in the midst of this thing, she sort of danced all around it. She said, well, are you, and I said, do I testify? And she said, exactly. And I said, not exactly. I don't reckon it's any of my business if you're saved or not. That's between you and the Lord. I can't do a whole lot about that one way or another. I can live my life the best way that I know to live it. If you see it, you won't find any fault, I hope. You just ain't looking close enough. But anyway, I think as far as religion goes, I think God gives everybody here in particular, a canoe. It's your job to ride down the river of life with that canoe. And I see people with their canoes going backwards, and I see them with the canoes turned over, and I see them going up the creek without a paddle, that proverbial creek. But yet I have some people coming over with their canoe bumping up against mine, telling me how to run mine. Don't bother me. I ain't going to bother you. I got enough trouble with my own canoe. I think God gives everybody a canoe, and sooner or later, you're going to get to the end of the river and you're going to come to a dam. And when you go across the dam, they're going to take your canoe and take it back upriver and give it to the next one born. I think there's a name for that line of thinking. It ain't exactly metapsychosis. I know it because Abraham Lincoln believed in it. That when one person dies, their soul is taken and given to the next baby coming along. I think God gives each person also, and this is the tough part, a 50,000 piece puzzle. And all these pieces are about this big, and there's 50,000 of them, and they all look alike. And in life, you put together as many pieces as you can get, because if you want to know why good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people, it's all in the puzzle. It may not fit together the way you want it to fit together, but that's the way it fits together. And it fits together for you, and it fits together for me. the same way. Some people's puzzles black and white. It's either right or wrong. Man, some people's puzzles just got all kind of color in it. Man, that'd be hard too. But anyway, that's about as close as I'm gonna come to testifying. Take what you want to from this hour worth. Leave the rest of it. This song is on the upcoming album. Can't you hear your Savior calling? Who will go and work today? The fields are right and the harvest calling. Who will bear their shares away? Here am I, Lord, send me. Here am I, Lord, send me. Here am I, Lord, send me. Here am I, send me. If you cannot sing like angels, if you cannot preach like Paul, you can tell of the love of Jesus, how he came for us all. Here am I, Lord, send me. Here am I. I'll see you later. Lord, send me. I appreciate you coming. Here am I. Lord, send me. Here am I. Send me. Can't you hear your Savior calling? Come and work from the heart. The fields are right and the harvest calling. Who will come and do their part? Here am I, Lord, send me. Down in front. Here am I, Lord, send me. Here am I, Lord, send me. Here am I, send me. Here am I, send me. I wish I had. If I'd have written that song, I wouldn't be here. I'd be on the Riviera, hanging out with some rich people. But no, I didn't write that one. That one was dug up. You go to YouTube, you'll find a guy doing it in 1994, and the next one back was about 1930.
Really?
Yeah. That's a good tune.
It is.
The other night, I sat down with some rednecks and drunks to pick a little bit. We were having a good time, and in walked some people we had never seen. Well, they sat there through the first 3 or 4 country songs, and I broke this one open. It didn't take 2 notes, and that woman started singing it, I mean, loud. I mean, she was all over. That was the only one I played that night, because I knew she was into gospel. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Well, I looked over Jordan and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. If you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Tell all my friends I'm coming too, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down, coming for to carry me home. But still I feel I'm heaven bound, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Coming for to carry me home. One more time. Coming for to carry me home.
That's a good old song right here too.
This next tune was written by a guy by the name of Thomas Dorsey. He's a black guy in the 20s and 30s and 40s that were really, they called him Barrel House Tom or Texas Tom or Georgia Tommy. He played a hot rod piano. He played a jazz piano. He was the father of modern gospel. The white guys wouldn't let him come in their studios, so he started his own, thank goodness. In 1932, he was in Chicago doing the music for a revival. His wife was back in St. Louis. She died in childbirth. He rushed back from Chicago and held that baby boy for 2 days, and it died. And he wrote this song. This song is also on on that new album. The children think a lot more of their daddy than they ought to. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. When my way grows drear, precious Lord, linger near. When my night has almost come, hear my cry, hear my call. Hold my hand, lest I fall. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. When the night appears and the darkness is near and the day is past and gone, at the river I stand, guide my feet, take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. I'm glad he started his own studio. All right, let's all have a drink. I play gospel in a lot of churches, and I play it in a lot of bars, too. There ain't nothing like playing gospel in front of a pack of drunks. Man, they know all the words, and they're so enthusiastic. And if you're going to save souls, you need to go where the souls that need to be saved are. And sooner or later, everybody passes through the bars. Thank you. They particularly like me, because I understand them.
Played one myself last Friday night.
You do it where you get to do it. All right. I learned this song by listening to it, done by that famous Christian George Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, well. This one was written by Willie Nelson. By the way, the boys played with Willie Nelson last week and the week before. They have absolutely nothing but respect for the guy. I mean, he's great. Anyway, he wrote the song. And you hadn't heard this song in a long time. Some of you ain't never heard it. You need to hear it, and I'll do it for you. That way they won't have a benchmark whether I'm doing it right or not. There's a family Bible on the table. Its pages are torn and hard to read. But that family Bible on the table will forever be my key to memory. At the close of the day when work was over, and when the evening meal for us was done, Dad would read to us from the family Bible, and we'd count our many blessings one by one. I can still see us sitting around a table when from the family Bible Dad would read. I can still hear my mama softly singing, Rock of Ages, cleft for me. I didn't mean to run you people off. Y'all come back. Come back later on this afternoon. Yeah. This old world we live in has lots of troubles, and oh, how much better off we'd be if more dads read from the family Bible and Mama sang Rock of Ages, cleft for me. I can still see us sitting round the table when from the family Bible Dad would read. I can still hear my mama softly singing, Rock of Ages, cleft for me. Rock of Ages, cleft for me. I'll see you around, Dane. Appreciate you showing up. Take some home with you. Go pay for it again.
You're doing good.
Okay, you gonna do the lead? You want to do these parts? You want me to do these?
It doesn't matter. You tell me which one you want me to do.
It don't matter. You do them. You do them.
All right.
That way you don't have to come right back here. Or I'll do them. I'm familiar with them. I know what they are.
Oh, what? You do.
Do what?
Now let us have a little
Talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our trouble. You do the lead, and I'll do the harmony, because you're going to be doing that to begin with.
All right.
I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in. Then a little light from heaven filled my soul. It bathed my heart in love and wrote my name above. And just a little talk of Jesus made me whole.
Now let us
Have a little talk with Jesus.
Let us
Tell him all about our trouble.
He will
Hear our faintest cry.
and he will answer
by and by.
When you
Feel a little prayer will turn, and
then you
know a little fire is burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. I once had doubts and fears, my eyes were filled with tears. Jesus, the friend who watches day and night. I go to him in prayer. He knows my every care. And just a little talk with Jesus makes it right.
Now let us
Have a little talk with Jesus.
Let us
Tell him all about our troubles.
He will
Hear our faintest cry.
and he will
Answer by and by.
If you
Feel a little prayer will turn in,
and you
know a little fire is burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus.
Let us
Tell him all about our troubles.
He will
Hear our faintest cry.
and he will
Answer by and by.
If you
Feel a little prayer will turn in,
and you
know a little fire is burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right.
We had them up and dancing on that.
Oh yeah. I'm about to throw my guitar down and get it. Let's skip this one. If you should meet some lonely soul who on this earth can't reach his goal, and he's traveling down a road so dark and dim, lend a hand, say a prayer, give a smile that he might share. But for the grace of God, it could be you instead of him. Befriend each stranger in the night, help to make his burdens light. Lift up the fallen one and be a friend. Shed a tear, share a sigh, share his fears, don't pass him by. But for the grace of God, it could be me instead of him. Do 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 do. Befriend each stranger in the night, help to make his burdens light. Lift up the fallen one and be a friend. Shed a tear, share a sigh, share his fears, don't pass him by. But for the grace of God, it could be you instead of him. But for the grace of God, it could be you instead of him. We're getting close. Oh, yeah. We're getting close, maybe 2 or 3 more. This won't hurt a whole lot longer. Some glad morning when this life is o'er, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. When the shadows of this life have grown, I'll fly away. Like a bird from prison bars have flown, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Take a break. Pretty good, eh? just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Yes. People steal, they cheat and they lie for wealth and what it will buy. But don't they know on Judgment Day that gold and silver will melt away? I'd rather be in a deep, dark grave and know that my poor soul was saved than to live in this world in a house of gold and deny my God and doom my soul. What good will gold and silver do if your heart's not pure and true? Sinner, hear me when I say, fall down on your knees and pray. My Jesus died on Calvary. He paid the cost that was charged to me. But if silver and gold I never owned, thank God one day I'll have a golden throne. Thank God one day I'll have a golden home. We'll end this one. We'll end with this one. This will be the last one for right now. I'll make it through this one. Well, I'm tired and so weary, but I must go along till the Lord comes and calls me away. Oh, yeah. Well, the morning is light, and the lamp is the light, and the night is fair as the day. Oh, yes. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray. There'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me, oh me. Well, the bear will be gentle, and the wolf will be tame, and the lion will lay down by the Lamb. Oh yes. Well, the beast of the wild will be led by a child, and I'll be changed from this creature that I am. Oh yes. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray there'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me, for me. There will be peace in the valley for me, for me. Thank you.
Let's hear it, folks. Jim Avett. Let's give him a big hand.
Go find something good to do now.
Headed down south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way to North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, North Country winters keep forgetting me, and I lost my money playing poker, so I had to up and lay. But I ain't turning back to live that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking due south out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke. But he's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. And I gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby